And I know it looks like I'm slouching because honestly I am slouching, and then in this shirt it makes me look really small and like pathetic. If I was back here sitting up straight, it would be a little different. Hey, what's up guys, it's Sher and I am Steven Universe Trash, and I don't know how to feel about this episode. It was a mess. So we see Yellow Diamond for the first time, which is pretty cool. We see like her like full face and her facial structure, and she has a really long neck and she's really big. So she's huge. I guess all the diamonds are huge. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Let's see here. Now let me see if I can explain this best I can, because to be honest, I find episodes like this really hard to explain and really hard to talk about. It's kind of like you just kind of have to watch it and see. We didn't get a lot of lore, we just got a lot of angry emotions, a lot of fear, and a lot of like questioning. And the main aspect of it was Steven realizes that he can't really trust Peridot, and that even though Peridot has been with them for these few weeks, she truly does not understand what the crystal gems are about. She doesn't understand why they do the things they do, why they want to save Earth. Like, she made it clear in the last episode that she really doesn't care about Earth, and that she believes colonizing Earth would have been beautiful and would have been like reliable and would have been good for gemkind. But what she doesn't realize is that it would have been bad for the humans on Earth, and for like the sea creatures and the mammals and the bears and all of the creatures that are naturally here on Earth. She doesn't realize that. She does not care, and now we know neither do most gems. Like, it is officially canon. They don't care. They don't give a shit. And because of that, I think everything kind of gets like cleared up in a way. The episode starts with Steven, and you can tell that he's really flustered and confused about how Peridot stole something from the moon base that they were in the last episode. Obviously, he's feeling really conflicted. He hasn't told the gems right away, which is what I thought he would do. In the last review, if you watched my last review, you heard me say, he probably not gonna tell them until something bad happened, and that's kind of what happened in this episode. So he ends up tricking Peridot to get into the truck with him, and he says, tell me about the diamonds, and she goes on to say how the diamonds are perfect, and that they're absolutely better than everyone just because they're diamonds, and that they are so amazing, and she will always be loyal to her Yellow Diamond. Yellow Diamond is her leader, and I'm also starting to realize that I think it has a lot to do with your color palette. If you belong to Yellow Diamond, you're probably wearing yellow or green or something of that sort. Sapphire in the answer was with Blue Diamond, and we know Sapphire is blue. Also, Lapis Lazuli was there, and oh yeah, Blue Pearl. The pearl that was blue was Blue Diamond's pearl, and I think that says a lot. So yeah, as they're in the truck, they're talking, and he realizes that she's always going to be loyal to her, so he ends up stealing back the communicator that she took from the moon base and running out of the truck and locking her in there, and he goes and he finally tells the crystal gems. They talk about how she's not loyal. She's always going to be loyal to Yellow Diamond, not to them. She doesn't understand, and Steven is so conflicted and so hurt. So Garnet says to him, you have a lot of trust in people, but some people just don't deserve that trust and that understanding and that love, and that's something that everyone should learn, including Steven, everyone in the show, honestly, and everyone out here. Sometimes you have to realize that some people just aren't worth your time. And he's obviously upset, and one thing leads to another. Peridot ends up getting out of the barn and attacking them, basically trying to get the thing back. Everyone pulls out their weapons. I can also tell that Amethyst is really hurt by her betrayal, because honestly, I could tell that Peridot had a crush on Amethyst back in Back to the Barn, and those episodes. You could tell that there was like a crush there and something was happening there, and it ended up being like pretty hurtful to her as well. And she says she's taking back all her cool nicknames. Well, Peridot ends up running away with the communicator, and Amethyst turns into a helicopter, and they all fly off after her, and they attack her, and they try to get it away from her. Steven ends up like tackling her, but she still ends up getting the communicator and like clicking it, and she ends up calling up Yellow Diamond, and when the call is answered, Yellow Pearl answers it, and she's like, how dare you call up my diamond like this, this is bad, da 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 da. And then she goes, I'll take it from here, and she like brings up the thing and she turns it, and then she's like over here on the side, and she's like, why are you calling? What Peridot are you? Like, she's annoying like that. It was weird. It was weird. And Peridot is explaining to her, you know, what's going on, how her ship was destroyed, and Yellow Diamond says that there are going to be some people there to pick you up. And then Peridot goes on to say, I don't think you should do the cluster thing. Yellow Diamond flips out because of that. She's like, how dare you, da 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 da, and all of these other things. And she was like, I want Earth to die, basically. She's like, the cluster will do something good to that miserable planet. I never want to see it on my star maps again. It's disgusting, and things of that sort. And one thing leads to another, and Peridot ends up calling her a CLOD. And she like stands up and she's like, how dare you? And that's when we see how big she is, and it's like, holy shit. It just gets wild. It's a very wild episode. And then after the phone call, Peridot realizes that she has just betrayed Homeworld. And I can tell she's already going to have some serious trials and tribulations to deal with her very own emotions with that, because she's freaked out because of it. I'm freaked out because of it. And it's just, it's wild. Like, I didn't expect that. And then Steven calls her a crystal gem, and they all kind of are like, yeah, you're a crystal gem now. But I'm like, no, not really. I still don't trust her. I feel like if she had the opportunity, she would definitely give herself to Yellow Diamond, regardless of if she got shattered or poofed or anything. She'd be like, you know what, this is what I was made for. This is the diamond I was made for. I'm always going to respect her. Even though she had a lapse of judgment back in the day, I feel like she'd still give herself to Yellow Diamond. So yeah, this episode was wild. How did you guys feel about it? I know I explained it terribly. Please forgive me. Today has been a very wild day for me, and there's been a lot going on, and I'm starting to realize how hard it is to do videos every single day and be here on time and all of that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if I'm doing a good job. Please comment and tell me if this is going okay for you guys, because it's kind of a mess. So, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I think there's another episode. I think there's like one more. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!